Hey guys, good morning. This is Dan. Welcome to Engelgeist. For those of you that are new, welcome. For those of you that are returning, welcome back. For those of you that support me over on Patreon, thank you so very much, especially bearing with the transitions and the changes that have been going on with me and the new year and whatever is going on with Patreon. I'm not exactly sure, but I really appreciate your continued support over there. Without your assistance, all of this content would be absolutely completely free. So I do appreciate that. This is the daily forecast for Friday, the 21st of January. It is not solely set for that date. If you're seeing it on a different date, it could mean that you're ready for the message on the date that you're seeing it. So don't get caught up in the date when looking at my videos. Watch the video for the message more so than the date. But for those of you that watch regularly, this is kind of building upon the video that shows up at the end in the lower left-hand corner, which is the weekly underpinning energy. We had a rather strong reading this week with all major arcana cards, so I feel like there is sort of a transition that's taking place. Who knows? Maybe we're finally, we're in week 3 of 2022, and I think that we might actually be sort of truly transitioning out of the remnants of 2021 and the experience, the energies, all of that, and shifting into that newness of 2022. That's my hopes for everyone, right? So I think it may just take a little while, right? And we've hit our first full moon of the year, and there's a lot going on planetarily. So it's an interesting time right now. So hopefully you guys are making the most of it. That's what these readings are for. They're here to sort of assist you and help you, give you something to put your attention on or allow you to focus on, to be aware that's out there that either could be helping you or hindering you. My readings aren't going to necessarily always resonate with everyone at every time. So if something doesn't make sense or doesn't fit, don't worry. Always trust your own intuition and intelligence first and foremost. If it doesn't fit, don't take it, right? If it does fit, I do speak in broad terms. So if it does fit to, like, say, a certain situation or feeling in your life that you're having, please utilize it to the best of your ability, right? Always check my drop-down menu on the daily video. In there is information on how to get a private reading, how to follow the channel, how to support the channel, different ways. You can do that by hitting that subscribe button, by leaving a question or comment, or by just hitting the thumbs up button on any video that you watch. It greatly helps me with the YouTube algorithm, which has been a bit of a mystery to me. It has taken me 4 years to get this far. Let me tell you, it's with daily content for 4 years, it's been a little bit of a struggle. So any help is greatly appreciated. Let's see what's going on with the cards today. What do the cards want us to know collectively? What is it that we're sharing today? What is it we need to be made aware of? What is it that we can hopefully best put to our good use? And let's see. Our card for the day is the Star. All right, she is back. Now it was just pointed out to me in a morning message this morning. I was reading the comments from yesterday's video, and somebody said that they loved that the underpinning energy of the week was the Star, right? She was the midweek card in the Sunday reading. Like I said, you'll see that in the lower, I guess, left-hand corner of the screen at the end of this video. She is supposed to be kind of the energy that we're feeling this week during the midweek. The Star to me is one of my favorite cards. She's associated with the sign of Aquarius. And what the person pointed out to me, the viewer, my friend, pointed out to me, is that, it's interesting that we got the Star right during the transition into Aquarius season, right? Which is kind of cool. The sun entered into Aquarius on the 19th, which was Wednesday, which would have been the midweek. I didn't even catch that. She did, my viewer, my friend Jen. So good on you, Jen. Thank you for calling that out. So if we're in alignment with this like Aquarian energy, the deal with Aquarius, to me, in my own personal opinion, I'm no astrologer by any means, is Aquarius is always sort of like, first off, it's an air sign. It's about the intellect, right? But it's also the water bearer in a way, right? So to me, I kind of feel like there is a little bit of a connection to emotions, but also to, the mental realm, certainly. And the Aquarians are known for being like sort of collective conscious thinking, right? They're very sociable. They love to get to know new people, new things, how things work, all of that sort of stuff. They're usually very friendly, amenable, great in large groups, that kind of a thing. Now, to me, the star is sort of the quieter version of that, right? It's sort of that peace that we have within ourselves where we understand who we are, what we are, and how we are. Does that make sense? We don't need to prove it to anybody. We don't need to force it upon anybody. We don't need to sway anybody to our side, our argument, our belief, our vision. We just sort of have it, emanate it, and be it. It's very much, to me, the star is this peaceful sense of beingness, right? Just being who we are in the moment, allowing ourselves that grace, that beauty, that quiet, right? She's very much the peace that comes after the tower, the upheaval of the tower, right? She's the resettling of that energy that we experience in, like, say, tower moments. So when we see her, she was our Wednesday underpinning energy, right? So what I mean by that is, with all of the major arcana cards that we saw on Sunday, we should be feeling her peace emanating from within, right? Having discussions or contemplations, reflections, even meditations within ourselves as to who we are, what we want. Maybe it's a year of review for 2021 and finally coming to terms with that year in review and now ready to move in and plan for 2022. But with the star, there's always this level of peace and calm with our plans. There's a beauty to her. There's a sensibility to her where it's like, how is it? We don't have to convince ourselves or anyone else. We just know, like, what we know, who we are, what our gifts are, what our attributes are. We're at peace with everything that is going on around us, even if it's chaotic, even if the last year has been troublesome. We're sort of ready to let it go and stay in last year, right? We're ready to move on. That's sort of the sense that I get from the star. Now, when we see her here, I love that, like my friend Jen said, it's like also she's honoring the sun entering into the sign of Aquarius, right? Which is a very expansive collective consciousness sign. And to me, these readings are about the collective consciousness. I myself have an Aquarius moon, right? So I somewhat am tied to the sign of Aquarius in that way. And so anywhere where we can find solitude today, not necessarily isolation, but solitude within ourselves to quietly contemplate, to reflect, to inventory, to what else am I thinking of here? To come to the realization of our own beauty, of our own grace, of our own intelligence, of our own peace, right? And to create that, to fortify that in a way that's calm and gentle is something that I suggest that you do. That would be the star's energy. She's going to be quite subtle, right? She's not going to powerhouse you like the sun. She's not going to like bang you over the head like the tower. She's going to like sort of gently nudge you and say, hey, I'm here within you, right? But you have to like sort of make the effort, or the I don't know if effort's the right word, but you have to make the sort of decision to like tap into her, right? And connect with her within you. And then allow her to lead. She may not be the strongest voice, right? But she's gonna be kind of peaceful and have her own wisdom about her. There's a beauty to her. There's also a vulnerability to her, right? She's always depicted sort of naked at this water source. So she's sort of tinkering with her emotions, or feeling, tapping her foot into the water, feeling a little bit about her feelings, but also thinking about them too intellectually in an intelligent, peaceful, calm kind of way, right? So she's kind of making sense of who she is and how she's going to move forward, right? And in a very, like, I don't know, I love her as a card in all tarot decks. She's probably my favorite card. I don't know why. Especially she's my favorite of the major arcana because of the peace that she represents. She's like the peace that we can give ourselves if we consciously choose to do so. So when we see her, not only today on I'm filming this now on the 20th, which is the day after the sun has entered into Aquarius, but she was also represented for the midweek. She's kind of doubling down with us and reminding us, like, hey, I'm here. Don't forget about me. She's also a good indicator of if we're running too ragged or moving too quickly, or if we're putting ourselves through the paces, slow the fuck down. I mean, not to be rude, but just as a little bit of a reminder, because sometimes the star isn't going to be that strong with us or that verbal with us, but she is a reminder to slow down, stop, smell the flowers, enjoy the goals you may have, the strides you've taken to get there, the steps and the experiences you've been through to bring you to this point. Reflect back and understand that all of it served a purpose, right? And allow her sort of peace to sort of complete you. Oh my God. Okay. So our good girlfriend here, the yellow tiger mother, is back. Now, she is the underpinning oracle card of this week. She's back to tell us there's a quiet truth in this star that we need to stand strong in. That's what this here, the yellow tiger mother card, is telling us. There's a truth within us that is our own truth, that if we're denying it, if we're taking somebody else's information, somebody else's opinions, somebody else's needs, and putting them before our own, we need to stop. I do see a peace on here, the yellow tiger mother's face today. She feels at peace and very much in connection with the star today. Granted, here the yellow tiger mother might be a little bit more assertive or aggressive in her nature. But to me, with this coupled with the star, there's like an ease, like a gentle, okay, this is my truth. This is what I'm standing firm in. This is how it's going to be. And if you don't like it, step off, right? So let's read you here, the yellow tiger mother, as if you haven't heard the word whilst enough. And I love that yesterday's card was the card right before it. So when I go to pick up the book, it's right on that page. Card number 13, which is a 4, which is about stability. Sometimes we must be strong and hold true, whilst all around us seems to be shifting and changing. And the strength is in the peacefulness of the star, right? As the world or situations, people change around us. The yellow tiger mother, Kwan in her guardian role, is roaring her divine sound within you. She asks you to hear her, to remember that you are a powerful being of light, the star. And even whilst you are in flow with universal forces, your strong roots help you be at peace with your truth, standing your ground whilst your light shines true. In our surrender to divine forces, there are times when we must be flexible and flow, and then there are times when the surrender is into holding strong and being true to our inner knowing. And that's the star, is the inner knowing. There are inner truths that we know are worthy of the effort to grow strong enough to honor them in our lives. These are the truths of kindness, compassion, and the right of each individual being to be spiritually free and loved, and more. The yellow tiger mother sounds her roaring note within you. She is a fierce protective tigress, and yellow is her golden strength and wisdom. She urges you to listen for her sound within and trust yourself. You know when you need to stand your ground and not be swayed. Now, to me, the star isn't going to necessarily be swayed or fight against anything coming at her. She's just going to be sort of more malleable and know her truth and be like, oh, is that how you feel? Well, that's wonderful. You go over there and feel that way. I'm quite fine here. Yellow tiger mother backs that up, definitely, with strength. You are more powerful, strong, and courageous than you may realize. Your strength is not stubbornness or resistance. It is holding firm to what you feel in your heart to be true, and in time you will come to realize the wisdom of your courage. Your strength at this time is needed, like a protective shield, providing nurturing to a young plant. Your strength and refusal to be dissuaded from your truths help your dreams and higher path continue to manifest. Allow yourself to hear the yellow tiger mother as she gifts you with power, strength, and knowing. Be brave and stay true to yourself, beloved. Hearing the yellow tiger mother. If you cannot do this exercise physically, then you may like to visualize doing the exercise instead. Stand with your feet on the floor, firmly grounded. Rock lightly, your feet feeling where all 4 corners of the feet connect with the floor, and then bounce a little, without lifting your feet fully off the ground. Really feel your connection and weight on the ground through your feet. Place your right hand on your solar plexus just below your rib cage and your left hand on your upper chest and say aloud, I am a courageous being of light. I am in alignment with the universal forces, and truth is my powerful ally. I do not need to force or defend. I simply remain steadfast in my truth now and always through my own free will. I hear the sound of the yellow tiger mother Kwan Yin within my being emerging now. If you want to give a roar, do it. Stick your tongue out and feel her power within. More power to you, beloved. Prayer of the Yellow Tiger Mother. Kuan Yin, beloved Yellow Tiger Mother, I need courage and strength now to be true to myself and allow my own light to take root and grow. Nurture me with your strength of spirit so that I might realize that I have your strength within me too. It is my strength, my courageous heart. Help me, beloved, now to realize my courage and have peace in my heart. I feel the roar of your courage and strength within me, and I realize that this is my own courage too. Thank you for helping me realize this, beloved tigress. Om Mani Padme Hum. So, whatever your truth is, however quiet, subtle, or peaceful it may come to you today through the star, stand true in it and allow yourself to understand, own, and be at one with it. Really, is the feeling. Okay. Here is the grounding stone for the day. It is on carnelian, which is the root chakra, which would also be about rooting ourselves deeply into the ground in the strength of the yellow tiger mother. But the word is embrace. We saw this last week. This is about embracing who we truly are, how we truly feel, the more quiet or peaceful, vulnerable aspects of ourselves. Again, we don't need to prove this to anyone. We don't need to show this to anyone. We don't need to put it out there for public consumption or opinion. This is something that is within us, that is strong, beautiful, courageous, truthful, delicate, and lovely, and is meant to be embraced at the deepest core levels of who we are. And so ground in that today. And also remember, the grounding stuff for the week is relaxed. So just do this with ease. Ease into this and allow it to take place. Allow the transformation and the strength to emerge from within you. That is your forecast for the day. I hope you enjoyed it. Please tune in tomorrow. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel. Share this video out with your friends. Help me get the word out. Share it to your groups. And I look forward to seeing you guys again tomorrow. Thank you and have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye-bye.